like LeBron, son. They want me to lose my breath, so I gotta watch my step. On my hip, I call them Steph and Steph. Richie Rich, my wrist, particular with my drip. Chrome marks on my chest, I'm ballin'. Look, I feel like the last one left. I put the X in flex. I'm sure with my left like Harden. So much butter on my wrist and make my arm numb. All this money, I'm ballin' like LeBron, son. Yeah, you can tell by the way I dress, really be my garments. Too much fly, I can see you shopping in my closet. And nowadays, most of these artists sound like artists. Trust me, they can't ball the way I'm ballin'. Bronson, Hollis, Star 9. Homie, got features like Riri. And it's water on my wrist.
You just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this, and yeah, so that was a
Like Fiji, I'm ballin'. Top 30 on my bed. Don't worry, I won't miss. Ballin'. Leave me on the left of me, the ops wanna leave me. I don't get left, I do the leaving.
Welcome, folks, to what promises a look at the San Antonio Spurs opening line. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell. And Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then there's Devontae Green. And it's Zohan in at the power forward position. And for Utah, Bogdanovich out there with Curry. Then there's Carter. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Thompson in the shooting guard. And so many teams with an eye on the playoffs now, Smitty, even for the teams that aren't going to make the postseason. What's the focus now? What is their purpose?
I think the focus now, Kevin, is still to develop, still create good habits. And this is a final audition for a role for next season for a lot of guys.
And you know there aren't any teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Here's Zohan. He really had an off game against the Jazz, never got into a rhythm. Now, here's Vassell. He's covered by Thompson. Carter against Graham. Carter looking around. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. Carter's got 6. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
We've seen a quick start here for the Jazz. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
They had active hands on the defensive end, and it paid off. A lot of easy baskets and transitions because of that.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He knows they've struggled against this team this year, 0-2 so far this season. He said they are so hard to defend. They have so many guys who can flat out score. In transition, in half court, doesn't matter. So individually and collectively, we have to embrace the challenge and force them into an off night. We'll see if they can make all that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Greg, we'll see if they can come out and disrupt the other team's offensive flow.
Well, and to do that, it takes a concerted effort by all 5 guys. You can't afford breakdowns defensively.
Setting an aggressive physical tone early at the defensive end sounds like the right way to go.
Now, here's Vassell. He's covered by Thompson. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. It's all the run. Collins passes to Vassell. The shot from the low post is good.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Carter outside. This one for three. And Utah another three.
Early on, they looked great. They made all four of their shots to start this game.
Pass to Sohan. Now here's Vassell. He's covered by Thompson. Right side, Collins. Down low. Graham with the bucket.
An intelligent score in close. I like seeing Graham be aggressive from this area.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
Count that one.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Vassell. Good D by Thompson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
From past the arc. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working,